By now, we've all seen those signs with an A, B, and maybe a C rating hanging in the windows of a restaurant or food truck. Without those ratings, those places could become hazardous to your health. Dr. Jonathan Fielding, the director of the Department of Public Health, breaks down how the rating systems work in LA County so you can eat healthy, safely, and enjoy a grade A experience. Hello and welcome to My County, the show that explores programs and services provided to you by the County of Los Angeles. I'm Stacey Galandi, and joining me today is Dr. Jonathan Fielding, the Director of Public Health and Health Officer for LA County, and of course one of the true leaders in public health. Hello there, Dr. Fielding. How are you?
Hello, glad to be here.
Well, thank you. You know, whenever we go into a restaurant or see a food truck, we always see those little letter grades. How is the GPA of LA County, and what does that mean for us in LA?
Well, what it means is that gives you a sense of how much food hygiene issues and prevention of foodborne illness is at top of mind for the owners and operators of that retail food facility. So everybody starts off with a grade of 100, and then they get reduction in points for problems that are occurring. And if it's above a 90, if it's a 90 or above, they get an A. And if it's an 80 to 89, they get a B. And below that, they get a C. And below 70, they get just a number grade. And those aren't going to be around very long. And it's great because when we started this, about 15% of the restaurants were C and below. Now it's maybe a little over 1%. So there's been a real improvement. And it's great for everybody in Los Angeles County because everybody dines out.
Exactly. This is definitely a big eating out community. But creating the rating system, how does that work when you go in and actually determine whether it's an A, B, or C or less?
Well, there's standards for every part of the inspection, and if you see a problem, like if you have a food temperature problem, it's a certain number of points that are come off. If you see a problem with cross-contamination potential where you're using the same cutting board for something that's, let's say, uncooked meat and vegetables, that would be something that's not being kept at the right temperature that should be heated. All those things then lead to a combined score. And people don't realize this, but they can also ask every restaurant for a copy of the inspection. So
you can get it right on site if you want.
You can get it right on site,
okay.
And they have to show you, in fact, what were the problems that were identified. And we want everybody to earn an A. That's the important thing.
You know, there's obviously several rating systems, several types of establishments and businesses that get rated. What are the different rating systems?
Well, there's one rating system. It's A, B, C, et cetera, and this point system is very, very similar, but it's basically full-service restaurants. There's those that are just selling prepackaged foods, which is, obviously a lesser risk. And then, of course, you have the whole mobile food industry, which has just blossomed. And that's why we've started grading those as well.
Actually,
and
how many?
It's really important. Yeah, it's become a major part of the food delivery system.
I'm curious, yeah, how many food trucks are there now? I mean,
there are thousands. There are thousands.
Imagine picking through all of those, too. That
yes,
makes
exactly.
it hard. Can anybody make a complaint?
Absolutely.
How do you do that?
Well, you just go on our website and you just put a complaint in, and we have telephone numbers you can call. You can put it in via email. And anytime we get a complaint about a particular place, we'll send somebody there to look at it. So we're very concerned about that, and we're very responsive to consumers.
It's an ongoing inspection process, right? Like
Absolutely.
If somebody has an A, they could potentially go down and maybe
absolutely.
go back in. Okay.
It's a risk-based system. So if you, in fact, are serving a lot of different kinds of foods that require a lot of different types of preparation, you're likely to be inspected 3 times or more a year. And if you're just selling prepackaged foods or a very simple kind of things that don't carry much risk for foodborne illness, then you might just be inspected once a year. And if you have a history of bad results in inspections, you're going to be inspected more often.
Yeah, which is a good thing. I'm curious, how do food trucks differ from restaurants? Do they differ much?
Well, they differ because they're much more contained and they have different kinds of issues. For example, one of the things you want to make sure with a food truck is that they have access to facilities, to restroom facilities, and that they have running water. and that they having things you wouldn't worry about as much in a kitchen are things you have to really be concerned about with a food truck. So yeah, but the issues are still the same issues of safe food preparation. They're standards that have to be observed whether you're doing it in a closet or doing it in a huge restaurant.
I'm curious too, nursing homes, how does it work in terms of grading nursing homes?
We don't grade nursing homes based on just the food service, but the quality of food service and the attention to, again, preventing foodborne illness is one of the key issues in nursing home inspections. And in fact, one of the most common problems we find is around that. So it is part of the overall inspection process for nursing homes, as it is for hospitals.
It's actually a star system, right? It's not a grading system?
For nursing homes, it's a star system.
Okay.
But for every retail food establishment, and there are 40-some-odd thousand of those in LA County.
It's a lot of inspecting.
We're talking about a lot of inspecting, and you know, it's really important. And people have gotten so much more confidence, and we showed that when you get a higher grade, that you get more business. But most importantly, when we started this program, we reduced the level of hospitalization for severe foodborne illness by 13%. So it's a win for consumers, it's a win for restaurateurs, it's a win for the County of Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I found really interesting and fun to do is this home kitchen inspection. We can do this ourselves, right?
Absolutely. You just go online. We have a whole bunch of questions. They're similar to the kind of things that our inspectors look for in restaurants, and you can rate how you're doing. And you want to be honest. You got to be honest, but you want to see if you deserve an A, and it'll give you ideas of what to do if you in fact have some deficiencies. Everything from how you purchase food and how you store it on the way home, and the temperatures you keep it at, to how you prepare, and then what you even do with the leftovers. So it's all the way through. It's not just preparing food for one meal.
That sounds great. And I don't cook much, so does it help to bring a chef with you? Or
Sure, why not?
They help.
Everybody needs their own personal chef, right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Dr. Fielding. We appreciate you being here today with all of your information and keeping us healthy.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here with you.
Nice to see you. Hope to see you soon. So now, if you would like more information, you can go to the website publichealth.lacounty.gov. Now, please join us right here next time on My County and learn about more programs and services brought to you by the County of Los Angeles. I'm your host, Stacey Galandi. Thank you so much for watching.